Okay, let's get this all ready to go. Now we've got those set up, and we'll just set you guys up as well. Now what I wanted to do, lucky we just did that. We did that before 10. That's what we want to do. That's 8. Okay, let's try this. We'll try with that stop loss on. And then we'll do this. And no, we're off. Why are we off? That's why we're off. Okay. So we're going to get a really significant gap down here. That's a huge gap down. So as I've been saying for a long time, this is like an insanely strong market. Whenever there's been pullbacks, it's gone nuts. So there was stuff in the news today, but bugger the news. The chart says it's still in an uptrend. So one thing I did forget to do, and it's not going to show up on here. Nope, it's not. Always make sure your clock is in sync. Okay, that worked okay. What are you going to do? Be nice if momentum was a little bit smoother on the lower time frame here. Killing me, Nasdaq. Killing me. So that's a no. Well, it's already done that move, so you can tell that certainly no high or low, and trend and time are volatile. Well, this is why you don't guess, guys. Look at this. So this is the third bar now, and it's not working. So it needs to work before, but so this is where the rules save you. This is why you have rules, because you don't do things based on what you want to do. So we said that time phase was volatile. I just said it beforehand that it was really volatile before. So we have had that move up, but not what I expected it to be. So it's probably going to be volatile in this open. We've got a big gap down. Let's see what it does. So right now we know overall the trend is up, but nothing's in sync. We've got a volatile time phase. Let's see if we get a drop. Well, the 5-minute chart says we have to bounce off this low, so of course we don't have to do anything. Okay, like I said, very messy here at the moment. Just don't see. Just be nice if we could come down and test this 5-minute low. It's a little bit too early. Very volatile. Well, this is really strong. Like it's had that first really significant bar down. It's gapped down. We're down 245 points, and it's just holding there, so it's not continuing to go. 5 minute closes in 50 seconds. This is going to go, isn't it? This looks like it wants to go. It just doesn't meet the rules at the moment. Oh, buggy here. It's failing on the 32nd. Look at that. Look how quickly that comes down. It looks like it's going to go, but it's just so volatile. This is why, you just got to stay away from this. It's not worth it at the moment. It looks like on the 5 minute chart, this just has to go up. Now, what we could do is we could just hold here and just stay in a range and wait for momentum to catch up, but it's a pretty big gap down. What do we got? Yeah. So that's the level here. Okay. I'm going to be good. And by good, I mean I'm going to do my job. It's very tempting, but we're not going for PPTs. We're not going for little ones. We're looking for a significant trend. And this is not trending. This is incredibly volatile. So it's very easy to trade this. It's just don't trade it. Now, one of the positives here is we've had such a significant drop on the open that if we can build a base here and not drop, it'll give the buyers, we've just done so much price on the downside, it'll give the buyers some confidence to come in at a cheaper price in an uptrend. So we've got 2 minutes 40 to go. We've still got a little bit to go on the 5 minute. We're just going to have to wait and see where we close. It does not want to drop. So this is where in my head, you're thinking, oh, well, I want to trade. So I've done a couple of things in the background where I've reduced my contracts from 10 contracts to 5. And that says a lot straight away. It means that if you're reducing your contracts, why are you doing that? You're doing it because you're thinking, oh, it's really risky, but I still want to trade. It's a sign that you shouldn't be trading. So if you can't take it with full contracts, then it shouldn't be a trade, because it means your brain's telling you it's too risky. And if you look back at the losses that you've had, a lot of my losses have been when I've actually reduced the contracts. So look at that. We said this before, there's been no entry, but I said it's going to bounce. The 5 is not going to continue down. It just can't. It can't continue down. And now it's reversed. This is crazy, crazy strong. Yeah, so if it's cheap, just buy it. It's the new strategy. Pull back, buy. Okay, 35 seconds to go on the 5. It's going to close really strong. It's gone all the way down twice on 2 5-minute bars and come back. So that is a very, very significant low. I would love to take this. My brain wants to take this. I think it's going to work. I think it's actually just going to keep going up from here right up to this high. But it does not meet any rules. There's the high there. So we're just right near this high at the moment. And this is the window that I've got that comes up, as you can see. And the answer is no. This is so tempting. Like, this will probably drift. Hopefully we can get just a move up to this high here and maybe a little bit of a pullback, do a little bit of consolidation, but I think it's just going to go through. This market's crazy strong. Okay, right near the high. So again, hopefully, get a little bit of a pullback here, maybe an entry. Oh, that doesn't really count as a pullback. It's pretty frustrating when you caught, as I said, I called it. I just don't see an entry there. Oh, it's so frustrating. Well, hope someone took something. There's not really much to take from a rules perspective, but it's just not trend time bar, that one. the fact that we gapped down so much on the open. Ugh. Well, we're kind of in the other seat now where short-term momentum is really volatile on the 5, so this is just euphoria. I said this at the start of the session. This is one of the craziest markets I've ever seen. It is just unbelievably bullish. And it's not that I haven't seen bull markets before. I've seen bull markets before, but it's really unusual to see something so strong for no reason. And not only that, so strong when there's technically a war on and the strait is still shut and interest rates are going up and inflation's going up. You're like, okay, it's pretty weird. So we are definitely not. Okay, finally a pullback. Let's see how this handles. Let's see what it does. Okay, there's the first one. Oh, okay, that's stronger than I thought. So I was waiting to see if it was going to do just a couple of small bars and then recover. So that is recovering though. That was a really big sell though, so. Very tempting. Very tempting to go short here. But good old rules. This should do a little bit. A couple of PPTs, which it's done. It's broken through the 50% of the 5-minute bar, so that's the important point there. Usually when a time is going to hold, it'll hold that 50%, and it didn't hold there. Broke through with that bar on the 32nd. Now it's gone all the way down. So now we really genuinely have some volatility. And I just want to remind you on why or how we can tell that. This is why you have to expect volatility when it's that sort of pattern. Okay, normally I'd like this pattern for a long because it's gone from a pullback around about 50%, but I think the actual pullback is too strong and too fast. It's not a slow pullback, it's a really strong move. So it's almost faster than the one up. So that's really telling us there's no one in control here. Sorry, everyone. So normally if we're going to look for sort of this, we'd want it to be above here and sort of down here with that up. It's a little bit too shallow at the moment. I think it's going to make us wait. It's just not, that is a horrible pattern for going down on the 5. That's the level there. We're drifting down to this level again. Purple is when I think about doing something stupid, I just think about took a trade the other day and it was completely against my rules, and I just looked at going long then. It's like just not worth it. It doesn't meet the rules. Like momentum is straight down at the moment. So we're just going to have to be patient here. It's a long session. We've still got 6 hours to go. Yeah, not going to get sucked in on this one. Very short-term move, no high low. Wow, this volatility in the opens has been insane. What's the 12 o'clock yawn? Well, this is a bit boring, guys. Sorry. I'd love to just trade for entertainment, but that's just not what I'm about. This is volatile, which means it's unpredictable and it is risky. So I don't trade for entertainment. I trade as a business, trade to make money, and making money is about choosing the right time. And there's a lot of times where you just shouldn't be trading. So trend and momentum are not in sync at the moment. We've got no clear trend. We've got a really volatile time phase. Oh, this is interesting. We're going to come down and try this one again. Okay, this could be interesting. If we can come down to this low again. Come on. Dump it. We've just got this same thing where it's gone from too far below, from too far above. Now we're going to get too far below again. What are you going to do? Wow, you're going to go through that. Okay. This is interesting. There's a level there. We could still jump up from this level here. Okay, so we're breaking that low on the cash. Minute 49 to go, and we're really going. Okay. This is going to go back up. It'll close strong on the 5. They're going to suck people in to go short. I'm not sure how strong it'll go. So 38 seconds to go on the 5. The question you have to ask yourself is, on the 5 right now, would you go short? just hasn't slowed. It hasn't slowed. It's still in a price phase. So if you really want it to reverse, you want it to slow first. So 5 minutes broken. Yeah, well, it's not going to find any support there at the moment, but I still think it's going to come up from here, but I'm not sure where. We've had the strong 5 minute bar, and it's starting to turn around a little bit. So you can see it's starting to slow. The bars are getting smaller. And it's going to build. How many times do you have to be right? It's just not giving us anything clean. Yeah, so it's closed poorly on the 30 as well. So, oh well. Luckily I didn't take that. It's frustrating, but it's not trend time bar, so. Mosquito. Okay, so we're coming down here again. Maybe create a double bottom here. Okay, I've got to stop myself from wanting to go long here because I've got this thing in my head about going long right now. It doesn't meet the rules. There's no high or low here. Clearly making lower highs. We're below long-term momentum as well. And this is where is it going to do it? There you go. That was the chance. 15-second. Tried to, got sold into straight away. So this is negative. This is very weak. just going to turn my camera off. I'm just going to have a quick stretch, stand up, stretch. Just going to turn my camera off for 2 minutes. Well, it's not very pretty, guys. Sorry. Would love to do something here, but it is... It's actually quite negative because you can see that I'm kind of holding down here. That 5-minute bar is starting to come back up. So we've got, that's the level there. Yeah, okay, so we've got 2 minutes 30 to go on this 5. Yeah, it's just not. It's not a trade, there's no high or low there. So this low has broken the low. We have no short lower high to go down. We have no long high low to go long. Excuse me. Well, one mini positive is on the shorter time frames we're going sideways. So we're building some sort of a time phase. Do I think it's for down? I don't think so. I think we're coming up to, well, they're kind of out of sync a little bit, aren't they? I mean, short-term momentum on the cash is closer than short-term momentum on the futures. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. It's a pain in the ass getting deliveries in Dubai sometimes. Oh, well, the universe must like me because yeah, no, it's not. It's not first bar pullback, so that's fine. That is not after a time phase. I said again, I was expecting to go up here. This is just crazy. And this is, this is what trading is, but sometimes it's frustrating. This is a frustrating night because I think 3 or 4 times I've said, I think it's going to do this, and I've been right. Well, I said on the open we should go up. 1, drop. Oh, sorry, guys. There's someone at the door. Hang on. So yeah, as I was saying, like this is what's happened. It's like thought from the high here. Thought we're going to go up on the open. Thought we'd drop on there, and thought we'd just come back up here. It's just too volatile, but there's just no entry. So that's a frustrating thing when you obviously you got a 50-50 chance, but I mean I can tell from the chart probability wise what it's going to do. There's just no entry there. Now that said, if I was trading a live account with the Apex accounts and with these Lucid accounts, you've got drawdown, so I've got less to play. Like I've got less sort of wiggle room. If it was my live account, then I probably would have looked at this level here as it was coming down to this level here, and especially as it started to go sideways, and then do a buy order around there. We've spoken about this many times as well. Look at how just on the really short term, and then you get that higher low breaking through there. That's why trend is so important. You get a low, higher low, higher low, breaking through the high throughout there. It's funny, I know, like just in the webinar that I did before, we talked about stop losses, and so I got into this mentality of, right, that's it tonight. When I get this trade, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. And this is why the market doesn't always behave how you want it to. So just because I was ready to do a certain type of trade tonight doesn't mean that that trade's going to happen. It may still happen. It probably will still happen, actually. It's just, we're only an hour in. Gee, it's going slow. It's going very slow. The best sport that I've kind of think, like, what can you compare trading to? And it's kind of like watching cricket. That, you're there for the whole day, and I suppose cricket's a little bit different these days. But I remember growing up watching the cricket, and a high score used to be like 220, and that you'd just watch them out in the middle block the ball all day. And that's what trading is like. It's like block the ball, block the ball, block the ball, and you've just got to sit through it. It's slowing momentum. Okay, so first bar, second bar, we're on the third bar, 10 seconds to go. It's not doing anything. It's got to go on this bar. It's got to go. Oh, it hasn't dropped. Yeah, it's too, I'd be out by now. Too much doubt. Should drop now. There you go. Oh, wow, that's 10 points. Wow, okay. Wow. Okay, that is... I didn't realise that was so significant, that's why. So that's actually a 30-point bar. Why is that so significant? There's some significant moves. Okay, we've got to try this again. Yeah, we're going to come back down again now. So you can see momentum starting to turn over. We just need one bar that comes through here. And then we've got this. Doesn't look like much there, does it? Purple's a little bit slower here. That would be nice, but okay, so 15 seconds to go on the 5. And that's going to close strong to the downside. Honestly, there is just so much volatility here. We're up, we're down, we're up, we're down. We're not sure. And I think the positive news is, seems like the downside has definitely slowed. Oh. Right, that got sold into really quick. Okay, wow. Oh, gee. It's quite funny. I know Vasil's on at the moment. I quite often think, Vasil, what we talked about the other night and how I think I must have spoken to you in a webinar about it. And then I said, if there's one thing to do, just don't do this. Don't mess with this. And it's really quite funny because I was like, oh, gee, I think this is going to go up here. It's like, you actually jumped into my head. I was like, no, remember, don't mess with that. That's what you're looking for. Why would you, I mean, you think about it, why would you want to trade against short-term momentum anyway? Like, it's actually stupid. I mean, there's a great example here too, because like purple is up, so the trend is technically up. So you're like, oh, well, don't trade against that. But short-term momentum is so strong. So short-term, it's gone into profit. Longer-term, trend-wise, it may not continue. Yeah, and I was so busy looking for a possible long there that I missed the possibility of going short on that. That did 13 points straight away. That would have been nice. You'd still be in, okay. Yeah, this is rough. This has just been a rough night so far, and that's okay. That's what happens. But it's rough so far. So we're coming back down to this low again. So this low on the 5, and we're starting to accelerate a little bit actually. But so this is a really important level now. So you've got, that's where the closes were. This is where you've got the actual low. So let's see if we get down to that. A little bit different here. Short-term momentum is kind of caught up, so. So again, it's happened a few times now with this 5-minute chart. It's done a strong close and then it bounces. So a strong close is just sucking people in. Yeah, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. You're not going to mess with that. We're going to wait for this to build some time at the low. 16 seconds to go. So you've got the 5-minute closing and the 2-minute closing at the one time. So that's a strong 5-minute close, but it's taken a lot of price to get there. It's a pretty significant bar, a lot of price there. 210, that's a 100-point move. That's 100 points. That price phase. Jeez. Well, that short looks amazing now. On the 15. Okay, well, we're not going to find support there. This is getting a wriggle on now. So we're looking at that's the level. That's going to be the big one. I've got the wrong colours on there. Okay, well that hourly bar is 26 minutes away, so that's, but we're starting to move now, so we're still going, and target's a little bit far away, but okay, we're not in a price phase, so what you have to do, guys, is when you're looking at the market, you have to sort of manage your time. So we're not in a time phase, sorry. So when you get moves like this and there's no way of trading it, it's good to sort of stand up and take a break. It's hard sitting in front of the screen concentrating for the whole time, so I'm looking for a pullback. We're currently in a price phase, so I'm going to look for a move back up and then a short, really, or we need to really consolidate and go sideways to go back up again. So I'll leave my camera on. I'm just going to have a stretch for a sec. So it's tempting here. You think that this could come back from here, but trend is down. We're about to close. We closed on the 30. We're about to close on the 1 and the 2 really strong, which is good. But as you can see, the trend is straight down. Straight down. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. So trend is still straight down here. It's kind of conflicting. Trend is down, momentum is up. So not in sync. This is a tough one tonight. It really, I don't know whether it's just me. It feels like time is dragging. This feels like the longest webinar ever. It's been an hour and 10 minutes. It feels like 4 hours. Okay, what we could get here, we can get a move down just a little bit more. We've got long-term slowing. We've got that slowing there. We've got this starting to slow here. Just come down to this level. It's going to do it too early. Time to open the curtains. Okay. Why that's doing that, but anyway. Well, you can see how we're like drifting down. It's coming down really slowly. So I think we're going to get a, there we go. Well done. No, it just got sold into. It's going to be a no anyway, so that's fine. Still dropping slowly. This is probably going to be the last chance, I think. Normally, if you're coming into a low and you want it to break the low, you'd expect momentum to be increasing. It's currently slowing. Here we go. Here's the big test. Oh, can you do something clean? Well, it's trying. It's doing some work around this level, so it's up and down, which means it's starting to go sideways. Oh, that's not very nice. You gotta laugh, really. You have to laugh. That is just, it's just not clean at all, is it? Cannot believe how many times I call these moves. Oh, that did 24 points too. Alright, and that comes back down. We've got to remember where trend is really down here. Alright, momentum is still up, but that will probably work. Don't mess with momentum, Cam. Gee. Okay, well, this is hopefully, we're looking at possibly a triple bottom. This is a really, really critical level now. If we can hold here, but we need to hold, we need to go sideways for a little bit. So we really need to build a little bit of a base. We need momentum to slow. No, it's going to break it, isn't it? Okay, so this is the critical point. They're through it, but quite often they'll go through these levels just to suck people in to go short. There's no way this meets my rules to go short, so it could turn around really quick. 25 seconds to go on the 5 minute. Come on. Stay there, just go sideways. That's why you don't mess with momentum. You've got to wait for it to slow. Nope. What a night. So I've just made the market depth a little bit user-friendly. I've gotten rid of that yellow that's flashing all the time. You don't want to be, we're not trying to encourage emotional here, so. What the amazing thing is the number of contracts that are there at all times. There's literally nearly 10 at all times. Oh, here we go again. This is just... So you can see we've just done, I mean, we've done a lot of price on the downside here. We're just drifting all the way down. We've been going down since this afternoon. We've had this move down on the open. We're like an hour and a half into the open. So a lot of the amateurs have gone now and it's getting into the quieter part, but you can see in that couple of hours, it hasn't really accelerated. It's gone down, but it's been very volatile in going down. So not unbelievably strong to the downside. That said, it's still in a downtrend. So. Okay. God, another thing again, looking at this. It's just a no to momentum, Cam. Last thing I want to do is take something stupid. So. Okay, I'm going to stand up for a second. I think might get something as we come into this low. Kind of the same scenario as before, really. Coming into this low slowly. Oh. Oh, God. You'll learn the lesson eventually. This market has just been so strong. It's really hard to look for a short. Even based on that chart, it's not a short. Okay, broken the low. Well, there you go. Makes it a little bit hard. Okay, oh God, we have to find support. Oh, this is massive support. Okay, what's it like on? Yeah, no, that can go further. Well, we're finally getting it. This is the pullback that we've been talking about. It's just not tradable. I did say we were due though, so. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a, well, I wouldn't say it's boring. It is boring in the sense that there's no trades. It's been very volatile, so there's been a lot of stuff. But this is boring in the sense of trading. And every time it looks like it's going to go up, it gets sold back in too, so. Okay, well, okay, so just be aware we are going sideways. Nope, we're breaking the low again. So it could just mean we're just going to drift. One of the things that I mentioned before the open was just how the bars looked, just didn't look like it was a lot of liquidity. So I think we're going down at the moment, but we're not really. Is it more from people not buying, as in there's no buying interest, or is it people really panicking, selling? It doesn't look like a panic sell. Okay, well, we've given it a go. I can't see. Have I missed anything that was really stupid? No, no. What's the open? Here's nothing. So, look, I'm happy. I've done my job so far. It's been a horrendous night for really nice, clean patterns. We haven't had anything yet. We still could have something, but we're just drifting at the moment. So we might have to wait for a little bit. So YouTube, I am going to end things for you guys. It's not great entertainment because there hasn't been any trades, but this is what proper trading is. It's not about giveaways. It's not about entertainment. It's not about making trades up just to entertain. It's a business. So it's about actually saying, okay, well, does this meet criteria? Does this meet rules? There are a couple of times there that I actually was going to take something because I thought, in a sense, that it was going to work, but that's just not how you trade. So even if I made money off it, I would have been disappointed because it's kind of like a guess. So there hasn't been anything tonight. There were probably 3 or 4 trades yesterday. I took one of them, but there were a couple of other ones as well. And tonight is just a drift. So wait and see if we get a move back up from here. We're a little bit, we've still got further to go. I think we've still got further to go down on this 4-hour. So we've just broken through the last level of support, and the next one is about 80 points away. So if we see if we get to there, if we can get to there, that would be nice. Yep. Either to there, or that would be amazing to get to there. So yes. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching YouTube. Have a great night. Please like and subscribe.